The tension in the Dallas Mavericks locker room was thick enough to cut with a steak knife. Across the floor, the Charlotte Hornets were celebrating a 1-1-7-9-0 blowout victory that felt more like a clinical dismantling. For Cooper Flagg, the night hadn't just been a loss, it had been a nightmare. The fear of the con man all week, Cooper had been uncharacteristically quiet. The source of his anxiety, n.W.o. His former Duke teammate was now the focal point of the Hornets' perimeter attack. And Cooper knew better than anyone that when Khan gets the look in his eyes, defenders become highlights. Rather than face the inevitable physical and social media toll of being guarded by his old friend, Cooper had been managing a phantom hamstring tweak since the first quarter. He sat on the bench in a designer warm-up suit, watching Khan drop triples and shrug at the Dallas bench. The breaking point as the team processed the 27-point loss. The veteran leadership in Dallas had seen enough. Kyrie A. Irving, usually the zen master of the locker room, was pacing by the equipment bags. He looked at the box score, then at Cooper, who was currently distracted by a pre-game ritual. That had gone south. Eating a cold slab of thick-cut bacon he de-smuggled from the hotel breakfast. "You really sat out because of a tweak, Coop?" Kyrie asked, his voice low and dangerous. "Man, it's tightening up, Kai." "I can't risk it," Cooper mumbled, avoiding eye contact while clutching a greasy napkin. "You aren't hurt? You're ducking Khan?" Kyrie snapped. "And I don't travel with tourists." The Exile the Mavericks team bus was idling outside the Spectrum Center. Cooper tried to board, his duffel bag slung over his shoulder, but Kyrie stood firmly in the stairwell. "The bus is for players who play," Kyrie said, pointing toward the street. "Go find your spirit elsewhere tonight. Maybe back where you started." The doors hissed shut, and the bus pulled away, leaving Cooper standing on the Charlotte pavement with nothing but his thoughts and the lingering scent of breakfast meats. Returned to the brother who Cooper didn't call an Uber to the airport. Instead, he caught a ride down I-85. An hour and a half later, he was walking across the familiar, Gothic stone paths of Duke University. He didn't go to a hotel. He went straight to the dorms, knocked on a familiar door, and spent the night crashed on a spare mattress. As he looked out at the spires of Duke Chapel in the moonlight, he realized he had some soul-searching to do before he could face Kyrie or Knever again.